Welcome back to Bourbon Country Reacts. I'm
So-
already laughing, dude.
Dude, what?
That!
What? It's not even Christmas.
It's a squirrel in a Santa Claus suit.
Yes. It's a Mrs. Claus.
Mrs.
Mrs. Squirrel.
Mrs. Squack.
Yes. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. This is Keith. He's the observant one. Also the music guy. And I'm Dustin. I'm...
You're the squirrel guy today.
Dang, I knew you were going to say that.
He's a squirrel guy.
So we've got a bourbon bribe here. Allegedly. We don't know what's under the dress.
The squirrel. There's gonna be some squirrel gravy in there, dude.
Hold on, wait, look.
You've got a decapitated squack.
Oh yeah, you got to kind of do that. You got to undress the squack here. So this. Did you not realize that it was finger puppets?
Welcome to Bourbon Country Squack Finger Puppetry.
I need to practice this. I've never done this before, and clearly I'm not very good at it. Here, look. I can't pick up my glass with it on, so these got to come off.
Gravy.
So we got a bourbon bribe from somebody from the car wash.
Yeah, a coworker from the car wash sent us a squirrel.
Yeah, and a dress. People at the car wash are weird. Let me tell you. Like, I have to undress a squirrel to get to my bourbon.
You decapitated, you pulled its front and rear paws off. Now you're going to undress it.
You undress
Wow,
it.
wow, wow, wow.
Should we do it all sexy like?
Wow, wow. Wow, wow.
Should she like spin and?
I don't see squirrel butt.
There's no squirrel butt, but there's a bottle. We do have a bottle wrapped in tinfoil. This is kind of awesome to be like.
Dude, we're going to start getting bribes in all kinds of weird shit,
We
man.
have no idea what this is.
Our coworker is going to set off a trend. We are going to get really weird bottles. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Well, so while I'm trying to unwrap this
Very
bottle,
dark something.
Noble Oak. Have we had this on the channel? I don't think we have.
I don't think we have either.
I think I've had it before.
I haven't.
No?
No.
Well, I haven't had it since I started bourbon. Like, this is one of the first bourbons I bought.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I probably didn't appreciate it at the time because I thought Basil Hayden was the shit.
Oh, right, yeah. So, you've learned a thing or two since then.
That's not true. But what song came in with this bribe from our coworker at the car wash?
So, this is actually one that we've both heard. And we said basically wouldn't be on the channel without a bribe.
Bribe.
Well, there's the
Bourbon
bribe. So we are going to check out The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, we both know this song.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. But I'll tell you what.
What?
I'm not sure that I've ever listened to it with a critical ear.
Did you know that, like in Texas, I tell you what's a full sentence?
I'll tell you what.
Right. And people from out of state go, what?
Right.
And I just told you.
It can be in West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah.
It can be there too.
So go. I'm sorry, I interrupted your story. Go back.
Um,
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I don't think I've ever listened to it with a critical ear.
That's probably a fair point.
So
I'm not sure I have either.
To give you an idea of the things musically that I have listened to and learned since would include an awful lot of classical music, to include Niccolo Paganini, an awful lot of metal, and a whole bunch of bluegrass and string stuff. So I've learned an awful lot of music since I've heard this song.
Yeah. And this channel also kind of makes us listen a little bit more critically.
Well, it makes me listen
Well, me.
It definitely has me listening to particularly stringed instruments. Dude, I'm going to shoot it.
Don't shoot my hand.
It's a squirrel. It needs shot. And put in a stew. Or gravy. Squirrel gravy is. Yeah.
All right, so let's listen to the song critically.
May stop this every now and then. Don't know.
The squirrel's drinking bourbon.
Taz Gregorio! Freddie Evers!
I've also never heard this live.
Jim Marshall!
I'm not sure. I don't think I have.
Johnny
It's always been on the
Howard!
radio.
And we sure have enjoyed
used to
playing
have
for you
this
folks
CD.
here tonight, sir.
That's
We
funny.
appreciate you coming out. We'd like to close our
Cassette tape.
set with our latest single. This is called The Devil Went Down to Georgia. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind 'cause he was way behind and he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul 'cause I think I'm better than you."
The boy
I'm
said,
hearing
"My name's
things.
John." Oh, wait.
I'm hearing things. So you've got this bass line that's very sinister.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom. And then you've got the drums are adding tension. Right?
Building it up.
Building it up. Listen for that back here. It's actually, these are things I've never heard before in this song.
Across this young man sawing on a fiddle and playing it hot, and the devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what, I guess you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul 'cause I think I'm better than you." Boy said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret 'cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny rising up here, boy, and playing fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals the cards. And if you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold. If you lose, the devil gets your soul." Devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show," and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. And he pulled his bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in. It sounded something like this.
Doesn't that paint a hell of a picture? Fire coming up. I mean,
That's one of the things I've always loved about the song. You can see the story. Like, there's so much detail in the story of the song, you can picture it.
you really can.
Yeah.
And it's both the lyrics and the music that are painting
That's true.
that picture.
That's true.
It made an evil hiss. Then a band of demons joined in. It sounded something like this.
Funky guitar.
Spooky that sounds.
With the de-
Did you hear how spooky that was?
So I was prepared to attack that.
Really?
Didn't hear any arpeggios, I just heard some quick scale runs. But in a way, it reminds me of one of my favorite guitar solos of all time. And that's the solo in Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper.
Oh, dang.
I think that is the most sinister piece of music ever written. That actually had a pretty sinister vibe to it.
Definitely.
I don't
was-
know if
it
it
was-
rises to Blue Oyster Cult level, but man, that sounded sinister.
It was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially right there in the end when he's hitting two
When the
strings.
devil finished, Johnny said, well, you're pretty good, old son, but sit down in that chair right there. I'm going to show you how it's done. Found a mountain, run, boys, run. The devil's in the house of the rising sun. As you get in the red pen, I'm making out gold. Her granted is you don't make no child know.
I want to back that up. the whole fiddle solo. And in your mind, kind of take away the band and everything else,
Okay.
and just kind of picture yourself in about 1750 in an Irish pub. Just picture yourself in an Irish pub in the 1700s.
As you get in the red pen, I'm making out gold. Her granted is you don't make no child know.
Yep. That's exactly what I'm picturing. Kind of a square dance type. Not new square dance, but
I love that shit.
Devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. I done told you once, you son of a bitch, I'm the best as ever been. And he played, "Fall down and run, boys, run." The devil's in the house of the rising sun. The chicken in the red pan, picking out dough. The granted you dog by no child know.
So, you can not like country music and love that song.
Which is how I was about this song. I liked this song growing up.
Yeah.
And was obviously, you guys are aware, never a country music fan before starting this channel.
You're a fan now?
There's some country music I love.
Aw, shit. We're going to have to get a new channel.
What are we going to get into? Mongolian death metal.
We're already into metal.
But not Mongolian death metal.
We know some of it.
Anyway.
Yep. So, I mean, what do we say about the song, man?
It's Charlie freaking Daniels.
It's The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Like,
So I did have a thought.
oh, only one?
It's a question, it's kind of a plot hole.
A plot hole in the song? A plot hole? Oh, God.
It's a plot hole in the song.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to start with that.
Given the density of gold, how heavy would that fucking fiddle be? I mean, we're talking about a 700-pound fiddle here.
He said it was... He didn't say how big the fiddle was.
It's a fiddle-sized fiddle.
He didn't say that.
It's a fiddle-sized fiddle.
Now who's making plots on their own?
Did Charlie say anything about a giant fiddle or a teeny tiny little playing my heart bleeds for you kind of fiddle?
So what you're thinking is, like, a block of gold that's like this fucking big,
Would take a forklift to get off the ground.
or at least a couple of guys. Hey, hold up, wait. So, no, see, all right. So Johnny, he was a fiddle player, but he was probably a country boy. He may have been a coal miner for all you know, and maybe he just slung it over his shoulder.
Dude, someday I'm going to hand you, well, not hand you because I won't be able to pick it up,
Okay.
a fiddle-sized chunk of lead, which is lighter than gold.
I would prefer a chunk of gold.
I'm not a trillionaire.
With that new job you got that we were
At
just
the car
talking about
wash?
at the gas station?
Oh, share that story.
No, not yet.
I think I'm going to. So, I pull up to a gas station and I'm in the fast car.
He's in the fast car.
I get out of the fast car.
I witnessed this.
He was there. So I get out of the fast car and I'm walking into the Circle K. And there are these two 20-year-old kids there.
Yep.
And one of them opens the door and he's opening the door for me. He's being very polite. And he says, is that a blank?
What it is, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. So there's a trend on TikTok right now of kids with cameras running up to people in supercars and saying, what do you do for a living? So the next words out of this kid's mouth are, what do you do for a living? I don't skip a beat.
Without skipping a beat. I was there. I saw it. I heard it. I was like, God damn it, Keith.
So what do you do for a living? Porn star. Kid vapor locks. His buddy goes, really? I've been looking to get into that. So I'm just like, wow. And I look over and the other kid finally comes out of his vapor block and goes, you're fucking with me, right? I said, yeah. I just went on into the store. Swear to God that happened tonight.
They were tripping. It was hilarious. And I heard them. I went and got a drink in the back and you were up front, and they're like, "Man, I've always wanted one of those." It's like, yeah, I get that.
So yeah, about this bourbon, dude.
Yeah. So I didn't
Holy
say
shit.
it's 90 proof. You got some bad things to say about it?
No.
That's not wrong. So, Noble Oak, like I said, 90 proof. Double oaked bourbon. So, compare it to like a Woodford Double Oak.
Crushes Woodford.
Double Oak?
Yes. Crushes it.
Bourbon, that's interesting. Bourbon whiskey finished with sherry oak staves.
Ah, that's why. I like sherry.
You do, and it's staves like Maker's Mark Private Select.
This shit is good.
Yeah.
So he says it's 90 proof. I think it tastes 80. It's smooth.
It's super smooth.
The flavor, let me get into the not super complex flavors.
Huh.
Sweet caramel up front. The mid is almost like an iced tea. And then the finish is, it's pretty sweet.
With a little bit of like rye in there, right?
It tastes like there's a little bit of rye pepper in there, but it's very light.
Just a pinch.
And it kind of rolls over time to a maraschino cherry flavor.
Yeah. But not like
Not
Robitussin.
strong. No, not Robitussin and not super strong, but it's there.
very, very light. So I'm going to read you the tasting notes. Notes of dried fruit, cherry, vanilla, and spice.
I think I don't really get vanilla. Do you?
I think as it rolls to the mid, I might have detected a hint of vanilla.
My next big drink of that, I got maraschino cherry all the way from beginning to end.
I'm hunting for the vanilla. So
Not good enough.
as it's rolling to the finish, it's after the mid. As it's rolling to the finish, there's a just a flash of like vanilla bean.
Okay. I
Not like vanilla extract.
and I'm telling you, the longer it sits on my tongue, the more cherry I get.
Yep. The finish is cherry and it stays cherry.
Man, this is good stuff. Any idea what it costs?
I have no idea. I don't think it's very expensive though. I'm pretty sure you can get this at Costco for like, it's probably, I think it's under $40.
Jump on it.
So
Jump on that.
You didn't have to hide this in tinfoil
No.
or under a dress.
Well, maybe it was protecting it from the government mind race.
Don't tell them about those. That's top secret.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, great. Here come the helicopters.
The little black ones or the big ones?
Yes, they're going to send both, especially to your house. Anyway, so did you enjoy that song? Because we did.
We knew we'd like it.
Right. And
So-
thank you for the bribe,
Yep. thank you.
coworker from the car wash.
Right.
Yeah.
So, hey, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Drop down in the comments. Tell us what we need to listen to.
Drink.
Tell us what, bourbons, North American whiskeys we need to check out. And if you want to propel your song to the front of our list, be like our co-worker from the car wash and bribe us.
It works.
It works. Get your song up there.
Yeah.
To include songs we've already heard, which we generally avoid on this channel. We
Right.
like first-time reactions.
Yeah, because we have more to talk about. Like, with this song, what do we say?
Yeah, it's a masterpiece. We knew it's a masterpiece, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you know it's a masterpiece.
everybody knows. So,
Wait,
yeah.
so what we should have done is we should have just said it was total shit. Then we'd be lying. That's not what
We'd be lying and she'd have killed us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
till next time, guys.
See you.